everyone. Thank you for joining me. I know I was live earlier, but I have a really important update that I just wanted to share with you because I've only just heard about it in the last hour. So I wanted to hop on here and make sure I updated you. For those of you that don't know me and are just discovering this live, my name is Annette Ferguson. I'm CEO of Annette & Co, UK-based accounting firm. I'm a chartered accountant and certified Profit First professional. And I wanted to come on and let you know that we have just heard that the UK is to fully guarantee microloans for small businesses. So the Chancellor has announced a new microloan scheme under which companies can borrow up to £50,000 with the government underwriting the entire loan. So this was hoped to happen that the government would underwrite 100% of the loan. I spoke about this over the last few days. This is now coming and existing. The Chancellor has just recently announced that they are going to be called bounce back loans. Read into that what you will, of course. Many of you who have seen my content will know my view on whether we're going to bounce back or we're going to be in a U-shaped recession, but they are called bounce back loans. And the aim of them is to help struggling small companies who are struggling to access credit at the moment. The Chancellor has told the House of Commons if we want to benefit from their entrepreneurial spirit, they will need extra support to get through this crisis. So this is the new bounce back loans that have just been announced by the Chancellor for small businesses being able to lend, or to be able to borrow rather, I should say, up to £50,000. We don't have a ton of eligibility criteria here. That is what we know so far. We also know that the loans will be free of interest, fees and payments for 12 months. And the government had said that the loans will be available from 9 a.m. next Monday, with companies asked to fill out, and I quote, a quick standard form, and loans likely to arrive within 24 hours. This is huge because at the moment we have had so many problems with businesses accessing these loans and taking weeks and weeks and weeks to access. We've heard about pre-application. We've heard about people banks just not getting back to, basically bank managers essentially going AWOL and not getting in touch with their customers. So this is actually really, really huge and really important for small business. So I just want to reiterate, the loan will be free of interest, fees, and payments for 12 months. So there'll be an initial 12-month payment holiday by the sounds of things. And it will just be a quick standard form, apparently, with the first loans likely to arrive within 24 hours. And it will be borrowing up to £50,000 under the micro loan scheme called bounce back loans. Of course, the Chancellor's been under huge pressure to do this. There's been a lot of lobbying of the Chancellor to introduce these loans, to introduce these 100% underwritten by government loans. And the reason they'll be able to put them out so fast is because they won't be subject to the Consumer Credit Act, which is what was holding up a lot of the loans before. So this is incredibly important for many, many businesses who were trying to get funding from their banks and were just being ignored. So I am very excited to bring you that news, and I just wanted to hop on live and share it with you because, as I say, we've only just found out about it very, very soon. Now, we know that with some of the other supports, some of the devil has been in the detail. Hopefully that will not be the case with this. Hopefully it will be open to all businesses that need this borrowing, up to £50,000, a microloan scheme called bounce back loans. So we are hoping that there's not going to be any hoops to jump through. It does not sound like it from the initial information. But of course, like I've said, we also often know that the devil is in the detail with these things. So we don't know if there's any extra eligibility criteria in place, or if there's anything that would stop a business being able to apply for this. We also don't know that yet. But since the loans are due to be available from 9 a.m. next Monday, so a week today, we would expect the eligibility and the details to be coming out very, very soon. So I will brief you on that in my, standard daily, 11 a.m. briefing. So I will let you know about that as and when I know more information. I will, of course, as always, share stuff as soon as I hear it into the Uncover Wealth community. So if you're not in there, it's a good idea to hop into the Uncover Wealth community, my Facebook group. You can search for that in the search bar in Facebook, because that is the first place I announce everything that I hear. So I am multi-streaming into that group as at the moment as well, if you're watching anywhere else, because I want those folks to know everything before everyone else if I possibly can. But this was just too important for me not to be broadcasting out to everybody and anybody. So I want to share that with you. I hope that is going to be useful for some of you. I hope that's going to be a bit of a lifeline for some people who are unable to get this anyway. So I've got a number of questions. Okay, some of those are not appropriate for me to read out. No, it's not a forgiven loan at all, Ali Cat. It is a actual loan. I know in the US they've done things like forgivable loans. That is not the case in the UK. This is repayable, absolutely repayable. We don't know the time frame you can borrow over, but we know that it's up to £50,000, and we know for the first 12 months there will be free of fees, interest, and payments. So you'll essentially get a payment holiday for the first 12 months, but is absolutely fully repayable. Let's see. You are welcome, Sarah. You're welcome, Naila. That was no problem at all. Somebody on Periscope thinks that I'm fake. I'm not sure where you get that from, Kyler, but this has just been announced. You can go to the Financial Times website to corroborate that as well if you would like to. It has just recently been announced. I assure you, Kyler, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm a chartered accountant, and this is absolutely not fake news in the slightest. But of course, Kyler on Periscope, you do always have to check to make sure the validity of things that you hear. You can do that. The Financial Times is reporting it as well. So you can go and do that and find out about it all for yourself as well. So I just wanted to hop on and share that with everybody. I'm going to hop off again now, but thank you for joining me. If I hear any more details, eligibility, all that kind of stuff, I will be covering that in my live at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning on all the channels that you are watching on, and that will also be on TikTok and Instagram as well. So you can join me there to see if there's any more detail that we've had come out as well. But I just wanted to fill you all in on that. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Kyler's saying he already checked. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Kyler. I'm not wrong. You can go and check that. I promise you. I am not making anything up there. I absolutely promise that is the case. I wouldn't be updating people otherwise. I promise you. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And I will speak to you all really soon. Take care, everyone.